Okay, hi everybody, and welcome to Mr. Hayes' favorite pizza. So we're going to make a pizza, and instead of going to Macari's or to what's the other pizza in Kildare is Apache. Maybe on one occasion make your own pizza. You need some flour, self-raising. You need some Greek yogurt. You can use any natural yogurt, but I use the Greek one because it's a little bit more thicker than the other ones. So this works really well. And then a little pinch of salt and a little pinch of baking powder. All right. So I do it. There's 5 in our house, so I multiply the ingredients by 5 every time I'm doing it. Today, flour. I need about 80 grams of flour. Okay, 80 grams of that. And then I need the same for my natural yogurt, so 80 grams of that, which I've already prepped. Here's my 80 grams of flour. Chuck it in the bowl. Grams of the natural yogurt. So I use my spatula, and I'm just going to put the natural yogurt in there. Okay, and the natural yogurt goes in like so. And there we go. So I need a little fork. I use a fork. Okay. Now again, if I was doing this for 5 people, I would put all the ingredients in here. We usually put in 400 grams of each, 400 grams of the flour, 400 grams of the natural yogurt. And I'm only doing one base today, and then I'm mixing the yogurt and the flour. Now as I start to get that to mix, I just need some baking soda. Okay, I just need a little pinch of that, just a little pinch. Okay, and a little pinch of some salt. Again, I'm just going to blend this all in together now, and you'll see my base will start to come together. And if I can show you there, if my camera little lady is doing her job, you'll be able to see how that's coming together. So some people call this yogurt bread. You know, sometimes you get different kind of versions of this for a base, but it's absolutely fantastic. So you keep just mixing it up. Any dry bits, blend it together, and you will see it'll quickly come together. Okay. Now, again, like I said, if you're doing it for 5 people, double or multiply it by whatever number of bases you're doing, and then you would mix it all in one bowl, and you would have one big mixture of all of for your base. Okay, really, really important. So you don't want to have to do this five individual times. Okay, so that's come together nicely for me, and you will end up with something similar to this. And I'm just giving it a little bit of a knead, so kneading the base, making sure I'm picking everything up. Okay, and now I need to roll out my base, and I've shown you that the base is done. So I left that in my bowl for a second. So in order to roll it out, I just need to dust my chopping board. Okay, so I'm just going to dust that off a little bit because I don't want my base sticking to it. And I've got a rolling pin as well to roll it out, so I'm going to put a little bit of flour onto my rolling pin. So I'm going to get my base, and I'm just going to give it, you don't need to knead this or prune it or anything like that, but I'm just using my hands to kind of spread it out a bit because I want it like a base, okay? I'm not going to throw it up in the air like that or anything like that, okay? So you can have a little bit of a play with the base if you want, okay? And we're just going to roll it out, okay? But by just getting your fingers to get it into the kind of shape that you want is really, really important, okay? So here we go. We're going to roll the base a little bit, okay? I'm just going to move that bowl out of the way for a second. I'm going to keep the roll. Now remember, the 80 grams of the yogurt and the 80 grams of the flour is just for one base, okay? So here we go. And that's coming together nicely. Again, I'm just giving it a little bit of a roll out. Now, don't worry about the shape. Get it circular in shape. It doesn't really matter, okay? And there we go. There's a base, which is perfect. Okay, the next stage now of this is we need to put it into a frying pan. Okay, no oil, no nothing, on the frying pan, a bit like you're toasting it. One side and turn it over, and I'll show you how to do that now. Okay, now this is the stage that you want to make sure that there's an adult with you. Okay, I'm at the hob. Some people have electric, some people have gas. If just be careful with it. Okay, so I've got my frying pan. All right, I've turned on the electric, so that's getting hot. It has to be hot. Okay, it has to be hot. And you can see here I have my pizza base. Okay, so here's my pizza base. So what I'm going to do, no oil, no nothing. Put the pizza base down onto the frying pan. Okay. Put a piece of base down on the frying pan, all right? And you can see what it looks like there if my cameraman sits up and can have a look at it there. Now, we'll do one side. It's how you will know that's done. It'll kind of bubble a small bit. When it bubbles and it gets a lot hot, you will use your spatula or a spoon and you will turn it over and do the other side. It normally takes about 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, this side of the pizza now is done. You can see it's kind of bubbling a small bit, so I'm going to use, and I'm going to just catch it like that. I'm going to turn it over. You can see it's kind of brown on that side. And just turn over the other side. Okay, now we have our base. Okay, so our base is just let that cool down a little bit. So now we have our base for our pizza. All right, so I'm putting our base down, and I have my little helper here today. Saoirse is going to help us. Okay, now when it comes to tomato sauce, mutti is a sauce that you get at SuperValu at the moment, and it's absolutely delicious. It comes with herbs and stuff like that. So I'm just going to show you a couple of different versions, and this is what I have. I have puree, which is tomato puree. Very high in concentration. You could still use that in the pizza, but it's a bit bitter, so I'm not going to use that today. Passata, it comes in all different types of sauce in different ways, and I have another jar of passata here as well. So you could use this tomato passata, or you could use this tomato. Any shop that you go into, tomato sauce, you can get it in the muzzy one, or the mutti one. You can get it actually in cans, and it has herbs in it, and it's lovely. But today, because it's the only one I have, I'm going to use this passata. Okay, so we open the passata, and then is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pour the passata out onto a spoon. Okay, and or even you can pour it directly onto the pizza, and I'm going to spread it out over onto the pizza base. Okay, there we go, and it's all over on the pizza base. Now this one has oregano and sauce and herbs on it as well, so it's actually quite nice. And we're going to get the passata out onto the base. So there it is, all on the base, and voila, there you go. It looks what? Yummy. Good. Okay, so that's the passata, or the tomato sauce, onto the base of the pizza. Now Saoirse is going to help me out here. Saoirse is going to put on her favourite ingredients. Now, Saoirse, we have chopped vegetables here. We have tomato, we have pepper, we can have mushrooms. Saoirse doesn't like mushrooms, so we're not putting any mushrooms on it. And we also have courgette, and we have some onions in here. Not too sure, buffalo mozzarella, really important. 60 cents in the supermarket, you get something like that. It's buffalo mozzarella. While Saoirse is putting on some of the vegetables onto the base of the pizza, I am just going to start cutting some of the buffalo mozzarella. So here's the finished pizza. Okay, so first 5 people that actually send me a picture of their pizza will get a nice little Italian treat sent to them. So use the wellbeing@ktcs.ie email address and send your pictures of your pizzas, the base that you've made, to me either on Friday or over the midterm break. So buon appetito and enjoy making your pizza.